Inside Prank with Vanshika Agarwal. This week on Inside Prank, Mandir Inauguration in India. But first we start with global headlines.
Some sun illuminating the nadir or earth-facing side, and now the whole thing of Dragon Freedom. Coming together first through the hatches, Marcus Want and Alper Gezerauchi of Sweden and Turkey. Central Time, all 12 hooks have secured Dragon to the station. The umbilical has been deployed.
Station Houston on the Big Loop. We are 2 minutes.
On behalf of the Expedition 70 crew, I'd like to welcome Axiom 3 on board the International Space Station.
This morning, Pakistan undertook a series of highly coordinated and specifically targeted precision military strikes against terrorist hideouts in Sistan-e-Baluchistan province of Iran. A number of terrorists were killed during the intelligence-based operation codenamed Marpar.
מי שמדבר על היום שאחרי נתניהו בעצם מדבר על הקמת מדינה פלסטינית עם הרשות הפלסטינית. זה בעצם מה שאומרים. ואני רוצה להגיד לך, היום זה לא היום אחרי נתניהו. זה היום אחרי רוב אזרחי ישראל.
Welcome to this special edition of Inside Prank with me, Vanshika Agarwal. On 22 January, in the city of Ayodhya, the Bhagwan Ramchandra's newly built temple is a key moment in India's history. Now in today's cover story, ADCT News team brings a timeline of events that happened here.
Ayodhya, the ancient city nestled along the banks of the sacred Sarayu River in present-day Uttar Pradesh. India is a timeless repository of historical and religious significance, revered as the birthplace of Lord Rama. Ayodhya holds a pivotal role in the rich tapestry of Indian mythology and history. Ayodhya's roots extend deep into antiquity, with references to the city found in ancient Hindu scriptures, including the Vedas and the Puranas. According to Hindu mythology, Ayodhya was established by the legendary ruler Manu, making it one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. The significance of Ayodhya is intricately linked with the life and times of Lord Rama, the seventh incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Ayodhya, as the capital of the ancient Kosala kingdom, became the backdrop for the grand narrative of the Ramayana, an epic poem recounting the life and adventures of Lord Rama. The city gained unparalleled prominence as the birthplace of Rama, born to King Dasharatha and Queen Kausalya. The Ayodhya of Lord Rama's era was described as a utopian city adorned with grand palaces, lush gardens and harmonious living. The Ramayana, composed by the sage Valmiki, details Rama's exile, the abduction of his wife Sita by the demon king Ravana, and the epic war that ensued. Rama's unwavering commitment to Dharma righteousness and his embodiment of virtue continue to resonate as moral ideals in Hindu philosophy. In more recent history, Ayodhya became the focal point of a contentious dispute surrounding the Babri Masjid, a mosque built in the 16th century during the Mughal era. The dispute centered on the belief that the mosque was constructed on the site of a demolished Hindu temple marking Rama's birthplace, led to communal tensions and ultimately the demolition of the mosque in 1992.
To the west of the Babri Masjid and one to the south of the Babri Masjid. And our trenches were hardly 2 meters away from the outer wall of the Babri Masjid. So in fact almost touching it. Now here is a photograph of the mosque and the trench on this western side. This is the wall of the mosque. This is of course the peripheral wall. Here is sort of retaining wall. Now from here downwards we have different levels. Say the early medieval levels, the Gupta levels, Kushan levels, Shunga levels, and further to the 3rd, 4th century BC. In the deep trench here, which you cannot see right now, we went further down about 7 or 8 feet. And in the lowest levels in this trench, we found material such like the northern black polished ware and other things, which go back to about 700 before Christ. This is the lowest deposit, and this probably is the time of Lord Ram, because similar evidence comes from other places like Shangverpur, Bharadwaj Ashram, Chitrakoot, which are associated with the Ram story. And a similar trench was put on the southern side of the mosque, where again we went to the 7th century BC level, confirming what we get on the other side. In fact, we excavated at 14 places at Ayodhya, so that we did not miss the lowest levels, and we got the same kind of evidence. Well, as I told you, we put a trench on the southern side of the mosque. What you see in this photograph, this is the wall, outer wall of the mosque. This is a recent surface accumulation, but ancient surface is here. As we went about 25 to 30 centimeters below it, we came across a series of pillars. You can see 1, 2, 3, and this one is gone. Another row can be seen sticking out of this section. Now these brick bases are likely to have carried the stone pillars that you now see in the mosque. These are oriented along the cardinal directions, that is north, south and east, west. Likewise, in the mosque, you see these pillars, they are also oriented along the cardinal direction, east, west and north, south. These pillars carry typical Hindu motifs which are found on the pillars in temples. There are sculptures also on them, and stylistically these pillars are datable to a period around 1100 AD. So there is enough circumstantial evidence to connect these stone pillars with the bases which we saw in the previous photograph, brick bases found in the excavation. And if further work is done, there is every chance of getting more evidence from underneath the mosque, which will show the connection of these pillars, pillar bases and the actual pillars. The distance also is of importance, which is more or less the same. Now you see this stone pillar. The base here is slightly smaller than the base that you have of this brick foundation, and this is as it ought to be, because normally for the sake of strength you have got a much wider base than the base of the actual pillar.
The masjid was built over existing Hindu structure. Why was it?
Babri Masjid, and no photographer was allowed, only me. I took the photo.
Organizations which are known to be radical Hindu organizations. That's the interesting part. And of course, as far as the BJP is concerned, what the Liberhan Commission report will say about Mr. L.K. Advani, that will be the most important part. We don't know yet because the report has been submitted to the Minister. It hasn't been made public as of now. It comes 2 days ahead of the beginning of a Parliament session. This is the budget session of Parliament, and clearly you can expect a lot of action in Parliament once this report is tabled on the floor of the House. And that's where the tone and the agenda for the coming session of Parliament has already been set.
The Indian National Congress respects the verdict of the Supreme Court in the Ayodhya case. We appeal to all the parties concerned and to all communities to abide by the secular values and the spirit of fraternity enshrined in our Constitution.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक ऐसे महत्वपूर्ण मामले पर फैसला सुनाया जिसके पीछे सैकड़ों वर्षों का एक दीर्घकालीन इतिहास है। पूरे देश की ये इच्छा थी कि इस
The demolition of the Babri Masjid was carried out on 6 December 1992 by a large group of activists of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and allied organizations. This day is known as the key moment in Indian politics. We also have a series of elements that happened in that particular political environment.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो फैसला किया है इसका मैं नहीं पाता हूँ। वो बात सेवा लोकता नहीं है। सचमुच में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने हमें अधिकार दिया है कि हम कार सेवा करें। रोकने का तो सवाल ही नहीं। कल कार सेवा करके अयोध्या में सर्वोच्च न्यायालय की स्थिति निर्णय संहिता नहीं होगी। कार सेवा करके सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के निर्णय का सम्मान किया जाएगा, पराजय किया जाएगा।
श्रीमती इंदिरा गांधी की सुरक्षा के पक्के इंतजाम थे लेकिन घटना घटित हो गई। राजीव गांधी की सुरक्षा के पक्के इंतजाम थे लेकिन घटना घटित हो गई। ऐसे ही 6 दिसंबर को उस ढांचे की सुरक्षा के पक्के इंतजाम होते हुए भी घटना घटित हो गई। लिबरन साहब ने जो कुछ कहा है कि इसके पीछे साजिश थी, ये नितांत गलत है। मैंने भी सुरक्षा के पक्के इंतजाम किए थे। हाँ, मैंने अधिकारियों से
नहीं किया था, इस्तेमाल नहीं किया। इंतजाम किया अगर तो इस्तेमाल नहीं किया।
नहीं, मैंने अधिकारियों से साफ कह दिया था कि जो करना हो सो उपाय योजना कीजिए ढांचे की सुरक्षा के लिए, क्योंकि हमने वादा किया। लेकिन एक मैंने कह दिया था, मैंने कहा लाखों कार से वो मौजूद हैं, उन पर गोली नहीं चलेगी, ये मेरा आदेश था। और इसमें अधिकारियों का कोई कसूर नहीं है। अधिकारियों ने तो मेरे आदेश का पालन किया कि गोली नहीं चलेगी। क्यों? कि गोली अगर मैं चलवा देता तो हजारों लोग मारे जाते, स्टैम्पीड में मारे जाते, गोली से मारे जाते, और फिर ढांचा फिर भी ना बचता।
आपने करोड़ों लोगों को बांटने का फैसला कर लिया 100 लोगों के मरने से बचाने से।
नहीं, करोड़ों
कार सेवक में 1000 लोग मर जाते यदि गोली चलाते आप।
नहीं, मैंने वो पाप नहीं किया।
लेकिन आपने वो पाप बचाने की बजाय करोड़ों लोगों को बांटने का पाप
नहीं बटा है। ये राजनीतिक लोग बांट रहे हैं, लोग नहीं बटे हैं, आज भी लोग नहीं बटे हैं। मेरा कहना इतना ही है कि ढांचा नहीं बचा, मुझे कोई गम नहीं इस बात का। और ढांचे के टूटने का न मुझे कोई खेद है, न कोई पश्चाताप है, न कोई प्रायश्चित है।
तो इसका मतलब
नो रिग्रेट, नो रिपेंटेंस, नो सॉरो, नो ग्रीफ।
तो इसका मतलब है कि आपकी इच्छा थी।
इच्छा नहीं, इच्छा तो राम मंदिर की थी।
ढांचे को नहीं है।
हाँ, वो टूटने के बाद बहुत से लोग कहते हैं कि साहब ये 6 दिसंबर 1992 की घटना राष्ट्रीय शर्म की बात है। मैं कहता हूँ 6 दिसंबर 1992 की घटना राष्ट्रीय शर्म का विषय नहीं है, राष्ट्रीय गर्व का विषय है। 6 दिसंबर 1992 को तो अंतिम परिणति थी। ढांचा टूटने का असर कब शुरू हो गए थे? जबकि वहां पर मूर्ति की स्थापना रामलला की हुई थी। किसका शासन था दोनों जगह? कांग्रेस का। उसके बाद फिर ताला खोला गया रामलला की पूजा अर्चने के लिए, खुदा की इबादत के लिए नहीं। सरकार किसकी थी? केंद्र में कांग्रेस की, उत्तर प्रदेश में कांग्रेस की।
वो बाबरी मस्जिद राम जन्मभूमि पर थी। बहुत गलत फहमियां फैलाई हैं, बहुत झूठ बातें फैलाई हैं, कुछ यहां पे अफवाहें चलाई गई हैं, कुछ विदेशी नेतागण ने कहा है, कुछ विदेशी रेडियो ने कहा है। लेकिन सच बात यह है कि जो बाबरी मस्जिद की जमीन है उस पे कुछ नहीं करा गया है। कांग्रेस की सरकार बिल्कुल अदालत की लकीर पर चल के चली है। अगर अदालत ने कहा है कि यह काम होना है तो कांग्रेस की सरकार ने वो काम करा है।
ఈ అరణ్యములో నీకు ఏది కావాలనో కోరుకుము.
మనోహర ఆ నీ వెనుక భాగమున ఆ బంగారు లేడి చూడుమున ఎంత అందంగా కనిపిస్తున్నది కదా. దాన్ని పట్టి తెచ్చి నా కోరిక తీర్చుకు ప్రాణేశ్వర.
ఇది నీ కోరిక తీస్తున్నా, ఇదిగో పోతున్నా. పరిగెడుతున్నా
today. If you like our today's special edition, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for more updates, visit our website adctnews.com.